Okay, so we had a lesson in Google Classroom, so make sure you have looked over and been introduced to scatter plots. Also had a small assignment, just 3 questions. Be sure to look at all the graphs before you make your selection. And hopefully you've got that done. So we're gonna do the first thing. So on your notes, you've got the small version. On the right-hand side, we're gonna go to, we need to be able to see our correlation coefficient, the R value. So we're gonna go to mode. Mode is next to second. And let me zoom in a little bit. We're gonna turn our diagnostic on. So about 3/4 the way down, the blue words, it's on off, so go to on and press enter. And then we're going to do number 1. And I was interrupted in this lesson, so I already have it in here. So stat edit, so L1 is X, L2 is Y. And then you're gonna go stat, over to the right to calculate, and number 4. Press enter, 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 enter till it pops out the equation. So the correlation coefficient is your R value. You are rounding it to the nearest thousand, so tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 3 decimal places. So negative 0.134. Do not put R equals. So is it weak or strong? Well, it's definitely negative, so it's either C or D. So if you flip your notes over, you'll find some notes on if it's describing what weak and strong is. So strong, closer the number is to 1, disregarding the fact it's negative or positive, the stronger it is. So this is definitely way less than 1.13, and so it'd be like 13 cents if you think of money. So that's definitely weak. Okay, number 2. So I wanted to show you, if you already have stuff in L1, L2, you have 2 choices. You can type over it, or you can hit delete on the this line, so you can delete it. Or, and again, these instructions are on the notes, you can press clear then enter, and it'll get rid of everything on that line. Be careful on these, they're sideways, so Y is in L2. And let me make it not so big so we can see the table end. So 19, 3, 24, 41, and 22. And once you've done stat calculate number 4, once, you can highlight it. So let me show you again. So second quit to get out of what you were doing, go up until you can find it, press enter, and it will do it again for you. So you don't have to go through the steps again. But again, the steps for second calculate, you have to go to the right to calculate the number 4. And this R value is 0.9076. So that 6 is going to make the 7 go up. So 0.908. It's going to make it go up 1. If you struggle with rounding, you can also go to mode, and instead of float, change it to 3 because we need the thousandths. And then when you go put it back in, it will round it for you. So if you want to confirm your rounding. The disadvantage with that is that it will also add zeros in stat, which I don't like seeing that. So I typically change my mode back to float. Okay, so 0.908 is definitely strong, and that should go right down here. So that is strong and positive. Number 3, last one. And I've got that one in L1 and L2. So I am going to go up and grab my function. And so this time my R value is, and again, don't type R equals as your answer, just put the number only, 191, and the 4 is not going to do anything to the 1. So this is negative and very weak, a weak negative correlation. So I wanted to show you what that looks like as a graph. So I wrote my equation down, and so y equals negative 0.15, yeah, plus 58.4. I changed my window so that I could see these points, and I turned my stat plot on, and we'll go over that later, but I wanted to show you what it looks like to be weak. So these points are not close to the line at all.